A metaphor is a lot easier to identify than it is to explain. For example, the girl is a brave lion. Or maybe from Shakespeare, the world is a stage. We can identify the metaphor and we know that that's what's being used, but we might not necessarily have the words or even the understanding to then further analyze and explain what the metaphor means and its effect and purpose. That is the heart of analytical writing and analysis of literature. But moving on from analysis, this is just about making meaning and in turn being able to create meaning as well. What I mean between make and create is making meaning is reading something and then making meaning out of it. And then creating meaning is when you write your own stories and your own poems. So you are creating a meaning. This is unfortunately the way that many people have been taught in terms of what a metaphor is, what a simile is, personification, and etc. There isn't an easy fix or a quick solution to this, but one thing that we as writers can do is when we have a metaphor to really think about it. What is it that we are comparing, and how can we make that comparison really clearly? You might have been taught that a metaphor is one sentence. She was a brave lion. The world is a stage. She was a fast cheater. He was a cheeky monkey. But the metaphor doesn't have to just be solely one sentence. You can explain it further in your story, and you should anyway. Otherwise, how would people know what it means? We can infer, we can predict, but we won't really know unless it actually has a purpose in the story rather than just writing a metaphor just for the sake of it. So, the next time you use a metaphor in your story, have a think about it. The teacher was like a shark. Why? What makes her like a shark? What are you comparing? What kind of traits or what about her is similar to the behavior or the purpose of a shark? And then just go about making that quite clear without having to over explain it,